Yes.
Got
Right,
it.
we're there.
Yeah, great. Would you like to tell us, Dave, your story, your prostate cancer story?
Yes, man. Right. Back in 2017, I'd been, like all men, sort of been reluctant to have a PSA test. Because number one, my wife had breast cancer, and I didn't really want to burden her with if I had it. So I didn't have a test until about 2014, when I had my first test, because Reading Club, my club, have been doing testing for some years, and it come back at 3.1. So I thought, why had I buried my head in the sand? Why hadn't I just gone ahead and get it done? So I carried on having it done at 3, and that was around about 3.1. And then in 2017, I had it done, not feeling any different to normal. And on, I think you find it was Good Friday, I received a letter with my blood results in, which was red, a red letter, which said I needed to get another test done and go and see my doctor because I could have prostate cancer. Well, as you know, Good Friday, bank holiday weekend, you can't get to see a doctor. And my wife Annie was going into hospital on the Tuesday morning to have an operation. And I was all over the place. I sat on the stairs and cried because I thought, this is it. I could be dead soon. Mm-hmm. So Tuesday morning come, I rang my doctor and explained to my doctor that I'd had a result of 10.9 from 3.1. And he said that he was going to send me straight to the hospital, put me into the cancer system, but do another test. Well, the other test come back at 10.9 as well. So that was it. I was put into the system, and the cancer system is that you have 2 weeks in which to be seen.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I was in. And then when I had it done in 2017, the first test you had was biopsies, which for a bloke is not the most comfortable thing to have done, but you grin and bear it. I had 14 biopsies, all 14 came back as positive cancer. They said I had aggressive prostate cancer, which had obviously grown within 8 months from the last test. So then you undergo the full body scan, get the dye put in to see if you've got cancer anywhere else. I was very fortunate at that time that it hadn't left the prostate. So I went to see a consultant who said to me, yes, we can do this, we can do that, we'll cut your prostate out and you won't have a problem again. And I said to him, great. He said it makes you high risk deep leg thrombosis. And I turned around to him and said, that doesn't worry me, I'm already that. And he said to me, you can't be. And I said, I am, due to a serious accident I had in 2004, where I almost lost my right leg. It left me with high risk deep leg thrombosis. So he then turned around to me and said, I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Ebsworth, I can't operate on you because 1 in 500 men die on the operating theatre and you're too big a risk. So he put me straight onto a hormones tablet and sent me to see a consultant, a lovely lady called Dr. Helen. She came into the room with a beaming smile on her face. She made you feel really at home, and she said to me, we can beat this. So we stayed on hormone tablets for 4 months with a big injection into your tummy every 3 months. And then in October, I went into hospital to have 35 radioactive seeds implanted into my prostate. It was only on that day that I felt ill. It really hit home on that day going into hospital.
And is that the brachytherapy?
That's it. It's called brachytherapy. Mm-hmm. So I had these 35 little bombs put in. And then after a few weeks, January, I started with 25 sessions of external radiotherapy. And if people don't know, radiotherapy is dangerous because it can leave you with sort of side effects afterwards. Obviously, feeling really sleepy, tired, and it also can do damage to the anal passage and other. I wasn't too bad. I only had minor damage, and then I had regular tests, 0.01, 0.003. Great, I get told you're cancer free. But in February this year, I had my regular 9-monthly checkup and had then received a phone call from Dr. Helen to say that my tests weren't good and my score had gone up by 1. So there I am at 1.4. So I've got my next appointment in June to have a blood test. And when I come back from Montreal, as we do, I will find out whether I've got either cancer back or it's something else, an enlarged prostate or something. But I'm being told that the likelihood of going back onto hormone therapy will be there. But all I say to gents out there, yes, hormone therapy does give you some breasts, but you're still alive. Get out there, get yourself tested. If you're over 45, get yourself tested. And I know they dropped the higher age now to around about 70 or 75, depending what NHS area you're in. But still get out there and get tested. It is the most important thing. If this only saves one life, it's one life that we've saved. Lions saved my life. That is true.
Yeah.
So that's my story. And you know, we've moved on with prostate cancer because now it depends on where you are, because they don't do the biopsies straight away now. You have the MRI first, then you have the full body scan, and sometimes they'd still do the biopsies, just to be sure. But it's not as invasive as it used to be. But as we all know, it's now overtaken breast cancer. We need to do something. And as the prostate cancer officer, I've been trying to get groups together, clubs to do it. We are improving all the time, more clubs doing it. But I'm worried, seriously worried, that this pandemic has now left a lot of men that would have been tested and haven't been tested. And I can say that I went to Havant to do a PSA testing the other day. And normally men come back with red letters, around about up to 5% of the figure. Unfortunately, out of 320, 25 men come back red, which is 7.8% of the actual total they tested. So it's on the increase. I can see that. So we've got to get people tested.
So it's even more important than ever, isn't it, to set up the testing across the Lions network?
That's my message to anybody out there. Let's get tested. Let's do it. Lions clubs, let's move. Let's get PSA testing done. I know the NHS are not always pleased with us doing this. It is the only test out there available to us at the moment. Let's get out there, get it done. Let's do more and more testing. You know, if every club in my district did 100 men, that would be 5,800.
Yes.
You know, my club alone, we're doing 1,300 men this month. You know, let's get out there.
So you're spending a whole month as a club, aren't you, testing?
Yes, we've had to do it this way because we normally do a one-off day where we plan for 2,000 men to be tested. We work in conjunction with the Rutherford Cancer Centre. Now, the cancer centres, they have them at Newport, Liverpool, but there are other companies out there that will join up with Lions. You've got Picasso, you've got the Graham Fulford Trust. These people will help and help with the costing as well. It's not a cheap thing to put on an event like we do at Reading. It costs £20 a head to get the bloods tested. But it's nothing, is it, compared to a life?
No.
It's nothing.
You can't put a cost on a life.
No. So yes, we do need to do this. We do need to be out there. And as I showed you, and I've sent you, Mandy, we here have been lucky that Prostate Cancer UK have joined up with us to allow us to support them with this badge. We are the only organisation in this country to have done that. Now, I can honestly say that we're selling the badges at £4.50 or £5, whichever you want to donate. They're at MDHQ or me. I am pleased to say that we had to borrow some money to get them done from MDHQ. That money has been paid back now. So every badge we sell now goes towards us doing something with Prostate Cancer UK, whether it's buying a piece of equipment or even running some events.
Yes,
to help
raise awareness.
Awareness. And it's my intention to also now get some pop-ups done for clubs to use for prostate cancer. You know, it takes time. We've been working at this and slowly, but we now need to put our best foot forward.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks very much, Dave.
That's all right, Mandy. Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Right, this one's from Rob, and he's just asking, what are the main symptoms of prostate cancer?
Get asked that one a lot. Often there is no symptoms, and that's often the problem of trying to detect something that doesn't have any symptoms. So most commonly, especially if prostate cancer is contained within the prostate, men will have no symptoms. So there are symptoms to look out for, and that can be for a problem with the prostate. So commonly enlargement that happens as men get older, and those symptoms can be problems with passing urine. So you find that you might be going to the toilet more frequently, might be up through the night a couple of times. That's changed to what you normally have been.
Is that mainly at older men though? Because you know, young men can get prostate cancer. I've seen guys that have had symptoms, but fairly young. So does it matter about the age or not?
As you get older, it's common to get those sorts of symptoms because of the enlargement. Now, if prostate cancer is within the prostate and is pressing on your water pipe, so your water pipe runs through your prostate. So if it's squeezing, if there's cancer that's grown to cause a narrow to that water pipe, then yes, you could get some symptoms. So, you know, it's always wise if you're noticing that you are going to the toilet more frequently, that you are up in the night, that it's hard to start going to the toilet, that the flow's reduced. Those sorts of things, then, go and chat it through with your GP. It could just be that you're drinking too much coffee. That's what your GP's there to be able to kind of look and look at then what it is that could be causing those symptoms for you.